Hey, good morning. So we're out here today at Tulum Archaeological Ruins. We're going to be exploring Tulum with you guys today. Take you along for the ride a little bit. We've got the ruins themselves just over our shoulder. Well, basically where you can see this entire crowd of people going. That's where everybody's going to be going. That's where we're going to be going. We've got a whole bunch of little shops here. It looks real quirky and cool. Traditional Mexican Mayan. This is going to be nice, it's going to be fun. We've seen Chichen Itza very recently, and when we were at Chichen Itza we were told that this may be a bit of a letdown in terms of sort of the wow factor of the ruins compared to Chichen Itza, but this looks like it's just got a lot more going on as a whole. So that'll be quite interesting. Later on in the video we're also going to be basic Instagrammers, going out to all those little Instagram spots around Tulum, so we'll have that follow that dream sign, and you know, all those little quirky Instagram spots where we can be white girls sipping a drink on the beach, things like that. So if you want to follow us along for that as well, that'll be absolutely fantastic. But we're gonna walk down here. It's 80 pesos per person, Mexican pesos per person, which works out just shy of £3 British. Really cheap actually, and I believe it was 180 Mexican pesos to park our car as well. So it's actually not really an expensive day. But if you do enjoy the video throughout, I'd love for you guys to give me a thumbs up. I do appreciate it, really does help me out a lot. And if you could hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Let's go. So this is the main walkway to the ruins themselves. One thing to bear in mind whilst you're doing this walk, it is 1 kilometre, and it's not really an even road surface, so if you do have mobility issues, it might be a little bit difficult, especially when you get to the ruins as well, I imagine. But it's 1 kilometre, so just bear that in mind each way. Absolutely everything here that you could possibly need. They've got a Subway. They've got Haagen-Dazs here. They've got Starbucks. This is Americanized, isn't it? They got parrots. Just one thing to bear in mind, there's going to be so many people trying to stop you and get you to buy things. There's also going to be people to try and take money off you, essentially, with tours and sell you tickets where you don't need to buy tickets. And then other people that are going to ask you to take photos and get money off you for the photos. So we've got a guy with a monkey here on a chain, which is always... Oh, he's on a rope actually, it's not as bad, but it's not nice. So we get our tickets here. It's 80 pesos per person. There are toilets up here as well, despite what we were told down the front stairs. Or you've got a ramp actually, that's quite good. Oh wow. This one's really cool. We were told this wouldn't be as cool as Chichen Itza, but I mean, coming in here so far, it looks really cool. Right by the coast, it's baking, it's very humid. They haven't been restored, maybe that's what he means. The one at Chichen Itza has been restored quite well. So this is a coastal defence town. We're just reading, they built this on the highest point in the region. There's like 4 or so entrances to get in through little narrow paths that you saw just at the beginning there. And that's basically built as a kind of defence in order to prevent intrusion from attack, basically. It's like a castle in the UK with the moat. Your moat is your big wall here.
Mulas cónicas de este personaje, 300 adentro, que era la clase alta y media. Obviamente que vinieron de la lengua maya.
These are made really, really low because the Mayan people were so short. They were like 4 feet. So I made a mistake there. I said to you guys that it was because Mayan people were short, but apparently it's because they want you to bow as you go through to make reverence. You learn something new every day. So we're back down at the entrance again, the original entrance we came through. We walked all the way up to the top, and that was the wind gods, and then you can walk down a set of steps that go all the way back to the main entrance here. I'm going to come around and see what else we can see in the area. So each of these rocks that you see sort of goes around in lines. These have the streets going through the middle, and this will be a house, and these were made of, they were like wooden houses, palm roofs, so obviously they're not there anymore because that's not going to last a very long time, especially in the weather around here. So we're back up by the Temple of the Wind God now, and this is on the highest area, one of the highest areas in the region. So the experts have identified a feature of the temples built to the wind god was a circular shape when it's seen from above, and that's rare for Mayan architecture. So obviously the wind god being in the sky, you're going to see it from the top. And these are places where you leave offerings as opposed to actually going in there to pray, just because the size of them. You see this one just here as well. It's quite small, so you'd leave your offerings there. It's a bit busy. So this is the only place that you can actually dock a boat or anything like that. So it made it pretty safe. Back in the day, they weren't going to be attacked from all angles because this was the only area. So you've got the rocks up there they can perch out on, maybe a bow and arrow just up there. More rocks on that side. So they were pretty safe from attack here. Around the other side here you can see what we were saying about the streets and the huts that would be built on each of these platforms.
Es en el templo del dios descendiente. Pero este templo es como un anexo al templo principal que se llama el castillo, pero no es un castillo, que le ponen castillo, pero el nombre
This is the main temple. This is where they'll get their best view. It's probably where the king or the ruler of the town sat as well. So this is the castle, apparently. This is what it would have looked like back in the day, more than 500 years ago. Unfortunately, that's what it looks like now. So it would have been more brightly coloured. You'd have the reds and the whites. You had little masks on each of the corners as sort of like an imposing presence on each of the corners. But it's pretty run down now. Here we got a slightly different angle of the castle. So you see the steps just in the central pane there, as you can go straight up them. Now they are closed off, we can't go up them, but this is sort of the main courtyard that you would have been able to go into 500 years ago and then go up all the way up to the top of the stairs there. Quite busy around this area at the moment. You see what we mean by castle having a pretty awesome vantage point. We're a little bit lower, so you know the castle's an additional 30 feet up, and that's the view you get. So you'll see any invasion coming for you. Yeah. So you can't go down there at the moment. This part's blocked off. But I think typically you should be able to go down there. But I don't know how safe it would really be. Those waves look, I mean, they don't look vicious, but those rocks look sharp. So if one of those catches you off guard, the wave catches you off guard, the rock can't catch you off guard. If the wave catches you off guard, bang, you're going to be wiped out by one of them rocks. On the backside of the castle now. You've got the little holes in the wall.
En fait, le truc c'est qu'il
Il a changé. Okay.
That's the main temple. Yes. He has a
If you look carefully at the corner of this building, and firstly you've got a whole bunch of carvings on the building itself, but then right in the corner you've got this this face. It looks like a god. So that's it for the actual Tulum Archaeological Ruins part. And what did you guys think? To us, obviously that wasn't as extravagant, didn't have as much pizzazz as Chichen Itza did, but we came here expecting that. It was cool that it was right by the sea and they had those vantage points so they weren't going to be sort of attacked unknowingly. So that was really cool. Got a few more things that we're going to check out today and take you guys along for the ride. Talk about white girling, we can follow that dream all the way to Tulum. We got our first of our Instagram spots here. Found one. Got a few more to go. So annoyingly, the main reason we came to Tulum was to see that sculpture park with the goddess sort of opening her chest. And I'll put a picture of it now. This isn't one that we took, but this is just one from like Google search. So credit to whoever took the picture. But that park at the moment is currently closed. But we saw a cool bent coconut tree. We saw the Follow That Dream sign. We also saw the pink rabbit as well, which was pretty cool. We saw that whilst we were driving past. So we've seen a couple of the white Instagram spots. We're going to go to another place in just a second and we'll take you guys there with us. Either way, it's a pretty amazing view here. You've got beach clubs that you can go to as well, which are pretty cool. More bent coconut trees. These are cool. This one's kind of losing its leaves, but he still looks pretty awesome. You've got the one just down the end there as well. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful area, but the beach is quite dirty. There's a lot of seaweed. More seaweed than anything. But you've got some really awesome places to chill out. The beach club by the sculpture park that we tried to go to was $35 per person, which for us, we would just want to have a drink. We're not really dressed to like sunbathe and things like that. But 35 isn't too bad if you're going to stay there for a good few hours. One of the must-do places in Tulum is Matcha Mama. This is a matcha shop. They do smoothies, smoothie bowls, things like that. Fresh juices as well. And they've got a pretty cool aesthetic going on here. Take you around here, have a look at this other side. You need to come and have a look at these. They're so cool. It's all vegan, no added sugar, super friendly. It's going to taste amazing. So that's the end of our time at Tulum Archaeological Ruins and Instagram spot hunting here along the main Tulum beach area. We've got our Matcha Mama smoothie. What could be better? A bit frustrated that the sculpture park was closed for what's effectively refurbishments. That's something that we would have absolutely loved to see, but you can't chance it. There's nothing you can do about that, really. But if you've enjoyed following us along and you've enjoyed seeing Tulum and its highlights, love for you guys to give us a thumbs up. Do appreciate it, really does help me out a lot, and it'd be amazing if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.